Hey, welcome back. I hope you all are having a lovely day. It is a rainy Tuesday. Oh, it stopped raining for now. It was a rainy Tuesday in my neck of the woods. Taking my little lunch break from work here to do a video on Amber's latest mukbang. My shirt looks, I guess that's just how it's gonna sit. I'm sorry. I'm a lesbian that doesn't know how to dress herself. We have another mukbang, which if you follow her now on Telenym, then you would have seen this coming. She had somebody that, was probably her, to be honest. I'll pop it up on the screen here. Also, if you're following her link from her community tab for Telenym account, she's changed her name to narcissistic.goddess on there. So that link from her community tab does not work. You have to just search for her by this name. She has a question here, though, that says, can you do a fast food mukbang? I'd love to see KFC. I love your mukbangs, honestly. I've lost 23 pounds now, and watching you eat helps me. I literally like every vid you post. I'm a big fan. Hearts emoji and like a little, blushing, smiling emoji. And Amber responds with, I love KFC, so definitely. And then the same blushing, smiling emoji again. Now this, since you don't know who's asking the questions, this is anonymous. I think it's Amberlynn on a different account saying this because so then she can say this highly requested mukbang for KFC. I don't know. I don't believe personally that somebody's like, oh, I love watching you eat food. It helps me so much. When Amberlynn is the one that has said that eating helps her, like watching other people eat helps her, I guess, in some way. I mean, I guess watching Amberlynn eat could turn you off of food. So maybe it helps this person in that way. But yeah, she is still riding that mukbang train. It's getting a little obscene, and all these thumbnails, she is still totally trolling. I mean, all these thumbnails trolling and trying to get those feeders to click on here. Oh, watch a morbidly obese 500-pound woman eat food. I mean, she's not overeating excessively, at least on camera, but people still like to watch her eat if they're feeders. Going back, it's all these thumbnails of her, and then she's crying about being immobile, and all these thumbnails of her shoving food into her face. It's total clickbait. The titles are total clickbait. Here we have the KFC mukbang starting a new food challenge. It's getting a little ridiculous, and I'm starting to very quickly lose my patience with Amberlynn when it comes to this. But we're gonna suffer through watching her eat KFC. The last thing I want to do is watch her tear into a chicken leg. But it looks like maybe she's eating a pot pie. I don't know. But we're gonna do it. Wrong way? Nope. Yep, that way. I have a cup of hot tea here. It's not cold today, but it's a little chilly because of the rain. All right, let's get into it and see what we have. See what she's going to be eating today. Luckily, I already ate my lunch, so we're good on that. I, again, as always, will try to cut out where she's chewing and eating because I know a lot of people don't care for that. So,
hey guys, welcome to a new video. Okay, so today we have KFC.
Again, we don't have the intro. I wonder why she has stopped doing her intro. And her outro, I mean, is it just too much effort for her to put those clips into her videos, or what's the reasoning behind that? And also, as typical, we have the background ambiance of my dishwasher. I am so sorry. It seems I always want to do a video while my dishes are washing.
This was requested. I know so many people don't believe when I say that, but I promise you it was.
It was requested by you.
So, I'll show you what I got. We have
a very large
Pepsi,
drink.
which
Diet Pepsi.
is a given. I get Diet whenever they have it. So, by the way, I literally hate Diet Dr. Pepper, but I tried the Diet Dr. Pepper from McDonald's. You guys, game changer. It's so good.
Because McDonald's chills their carbon dioxide before, so you have the chilled syrup and the chilled carbon dioxide. It just makes it fizzier and tastes better.
Okay. This is not, no.
More baby corn.
This is not sponsored and not from KFC. But I got me my pickled
Really?
baby
KFC
corn
doesn't carry
because
jars
yes.
of baby corn?
When I tell you I'm obsessed.
Who gets that happy and excited when they take a bite of something? You know, she may just be doing it for the camera, but whenever she takes a bite of food, you always see her that first bite. She'll like close her eyes and be like, that's a food addiction problem. You know, she's getting that hit of dopamine, like, she's getting her happiness from food.
And then for one of the main events here, I got a chicken pot pie. Ooh, that's hot. This is one of my favorite things from KFC. Literally tastes homemade. It is so good. I'm trying to... So I used to work at KFC in high school back in the day, back in many years ago. And we started making pot pies when I worked there, to tell you how old I am. But the pot pies in that container, so they get in, now it may have changed since I've worked there, but you get this like bag that's like the pot pie filling minus the chicken. And then so at the end of each night, the chicken that's left over that hasn't been sold is deboned. The skin's removed, debone the chicken, and that chicken is bagged and saved. And then the next morning when they come into prep, that deboned chicken is used in the pot pies here. Whoops, wrong side. I'm still not used to that, directional thing on the camera. See, I'm so bad at this. But that leftover chicken is used in products the next day, so it's not wasted. And funny story for you here. When I was working at KFC, I was closing one night, and it was me and the assistant manager, and we were deboning the chicken. And as we're deboning it, my assistant manager was throwing a wing into the trash because we didn't debone the wings because there isn't enough meat on them. And she was chucking it over to the trash can. And I swear she said, "Fly, chicken," when she threw that chicken wing. And I stopped and I looked at her and I was like, did you just throw that wing and say "fly, chicken"? And she's like, "What? No." And then she told me what she actually said, but I don't remember now, but I thought she said "fly, chicken," and threw the chicken wing across into the trash can, but that's not what she said. And also, I don't know how many times we'd be working the drive-thru, and one of us, like somebody, would be reading back the order back to the person, and we would say like 2-piece Dickin' dinner, and we would just be like, "With mashed potatoes and gravy and coleslaw, would there be anything else?" And we would like just try to keep it going and not make it seem like we messed up and said Dickin' dinner instead of chicken dinner. And then we would usually make the other person working the drive-thru go to the window and take their money because we would be so embarrassed by saying the order back wrong. And then we would all just be like dying laughing. But yeah, it was a good time. working there. I miss all of my KFC colleagues, coworkers back in my teenage days. Anyway, back to watching Amberlynn and see what she likes here about the pot pie. Oh, the crust of the pot pies would come in. They were these frozen circles of like a pastry, and so you would fill the pot pie with the filling that you've mixed up with the chicken and the pouch, and you would scoop in the required number of scoops, and then put that pastry on top, and then you bake them in the oven, which is the same oven that biscuits were made in.
Okay. We don't need a platform.
What else do you have? Those pot pies are pretty big too.
Individual mac and cheese and individual mashed potatoes and gravy.
Another little KFC fun fact for you here. I actually have a, you can't really see it anymore, but I had a scar on my, oh, good grief. Again, me and cameras. I had a scar on my hand here that was there for many, many, many years from KFC macaroni and cheese. And I have a scar over here from a biscuit pan, wounded wounds from fast food employment. Fun fact, the macaroni and cheese is steamed.
Fork.
So this is...
I don't even know.
I don't remember the pot pies coming with a meal for two sides and a cookie. I thought maybe there might be a meal with just like one side, but this is a lot of food. Those pot pies are pretty good size.
Where to start?
Oh, the KFC memories.
I feel like their portion sizes for like their individual is so good because it's just like...
It's just one scoop.
A spoonful.
It's like a large ice cream scoop. You can see the shape of it there, and the shape of the scoop still. Same with the potatoes. It's a scoop and then a ladle of gravy.
Good.
The mashed potatoes are powder, and the gravy is also powder mixed with hot water. You have a giant mixer that mixes the potatoes. They are pretty good still, though.
Someone literally asked me, why do you say so good when you eat? Because the food is so good. Like, what do you mean?
Well, there are other words you could use to describe food.
Okay. So I eat my Popeyes.
Oh, good grief. Do you do... Oh, good Lord. Is this a chicken McNugget?
I eat my Popeyes in a certain way. So I take off.
Part of me thinks that Amberlynn might have a little bit of OCD when it comes to the way she eats.
The top part. Oh my God, that's so good. And I put it in here. I turn it upside down, obviously. There's a potato on it. Oh, I'm so excited.
Oh, so excited. Come in.
So good. And then it looks like that. This one is so full today.
Did you not eat the crust? Crust is the best part.
I'm really creeped out. Like, meat creeps me out. You guys know this. Surprised I'm not a vegetarian, truly. But the chicken in this pot pie does not creep me out at all.
Well, it's just deboned chicken that didn't sell the day before. I mean, it's just literally just deboned, chicken taken off the bone. So if you eat KFC chicken, that's all it is.
So this bite does have chicken.
It's going to be pretty hot.
And it's like freshly made.
There's that dopamine hit.
Like hot to the tongue. Hot to the touch.
They're kept under a heat lamp, so it's going to stay hot. Because they're made in the morning.
Hot to the tongue. Okay. Amberlynn. Hot to the tongue. That's what I'm going to start saying from now on. So.
Before she starts talking, I'm sure I've deleted her eating a couple of carrots off the fork and just be glad you didn't see it.
As you guys can see.
Sorry, I have allergies and my nose is running. Yeah, you've been ordering takeout the last 4 mukbangs.
1 to 3 times a day.
1 to 3 times a day? Oh my gosh. That is a lot of takeout, and you wonder why you're not losing any weight. That's a lot of takeout. I might order takeout once or twice a week, depending on how busy I am that week or how I'm feeling. Or like last night, my meat that I had set out wasn't thawed out yet. and I didn't have a backup, so I ordered some nuggets from Chick-fil-A to have with some rice. 1 to 3 times a day. Oh my goodness. Also, I kind of did her dirty on that pause. I'm sorry.
3 seems excessive, but
yeah,
there are times where I'll
that's
order
a
just
lot.
like a bubble tea. Oh my god, bubble teas are so good.
Do you? That is if she's oh she's getting on my last nerves here a little bit. She's, I'm not going to criticize her for how she spends her money. I'm sure I buy what people would consider stupid stuff too. I buy Funko Pops and comic books. For her to be like, I'm trying to save money and find ways to earn more money because I have to pay for my therapy and this outpatient program. And then she's saying she's ordering takeout 1 to 3 times a week. She's not saying she's going to get takeout. She's ordering takeout. So she's either using like Uber Eats or Grubhub or DoorDash. And there's a lot of fees. I mean, we saw her spend $15 on a Diet Coke recently. So if she's ordering a bubble tea, which bubble teas are more expensive, like $4 or $5, that's probably $20, $25 for just a bubble tea. I mean, whenever I order takeout and I use Grubhub or DoorDash, because right now I don't have my car, I will try to make it worth spending the money on it. So I will order some extra food to have maybe for an extra meal. Like my Chick-fil-A last night, I ordered the 30-piece nugget instead of the 12-piece nugget. So I could get a couple of meals out of that. So I could justify giving the person a $4 or $5 tip for bringing it to me. So it's like, yeah, you're going to spend a lot more money for ordering through a delivery app like that. But at least try to order more than one item. So at least if you're going to be ordering takeout 3 times a day, you can make that 1 time a day just by planning ahead and ordering from the right restaurant. Be like, okay, well, I'm going to have lunch. Well, I know I'm going to want to have dinner. I'm going to want to order out for dinner or maybe lunch tomorrow. So let me get a big enough portion that I won't have to spend that extra $10 to $15 later on this. Or you know what? You just spent a crap ton of money at Trader Joe's for groceries and you don't do shit all day except for eat. You don't have a regular 9 to 5 job like the rest of us or kids or anything to keep you busy. You can cook. I don't know. Maybe I'm being a little too judgmental, but because I try to give her as much of a benefit of the doubt as I can. But man, I don't know about this. Why don't you blow on your food more and let it cool?
Like food or anything. So that does happen. And
wasteful Lynn.
I do consider that like takeout, obviously. I know it's just tea, but it's still takeout. So I know I always come up with these like grand goals where I'm like, 100 days of uploading, 100 days of weighing in. That's just too drastic for me. So
I don't know why she's rolling her eyes at that. That's not too drastic for her. If she was still using the new map or using some app or something, it's not hard for her to go step on a scale every day. Now, is that necessary? No, because I think it will get her into her head too much. But it's too drastic for her because she can't stick to anything. She can't commit to anything. She can't carry anything through. Anything she's ever started, she's quit. Again, I'm sorry to pause on that for you guys to sit here and look at her with a fork going into her face.
I decided. Oh, by the way, I will be eating this top part. I don't think I'm getting rid of that. No. So I'm going to be doing 30 days, no takeout.
She won't succeed.
I feel like it'll be good for me.
It will be good for you, but you won't succeed. I don't think she will.
I love takeout, obviously. It's easy. It's addictive.
Absolutely.
Crust in there. Even the normal Joe out there loves them a takeout moment.
It's convenient food.
But I think it's time I do a little something about it because I do spend a lot of money on takeout.
1 to 3 times a day, you absolutely do.
Way more than I should. So
I'm wondering if wifey, because, we saw that picture of somebody squatting down to pet Twinkie, looks pretty thin. And then the person that she's had come up behind her and walk behind her or hug her looks a little bit thicker. And I'm wondering if wifey, in the last 6 months has gained some weight because Amberlynn is, addicted to takeout. And she's like, okay, well, no sense in me just cooking for myself. So, I'll take a whatever too. That's definitely a possibility. I mean, we all saw how much weight Becky gained during the relationship.
I don't really know what that's gonna do to my channel.
It's gonna do a lot better for you than doing these mukbangs. People would love to see you trying to cook recipes. Bonus points if they're healthy recipes. I think people would like to see that and like to see you actually succeeding in what you're trying to do.
I film mukbangs. It's not always just takeout mukbangs, but I kind of want to start vlogging again.
You absolutely should. I think that would help your channel.
Sorry about that.
That was scary. That
I've been going places. A week ago, I was at TJ Maxx and I was like, oh, let me vlog this. There was Backstreet Boys playing and I don't want to get copyrighted, so.
But you will absolutely copyright strike other channels. I'm a little fidgety. I'm sorry. I've been sitting here all morning working and I'm sitting here doing this video, so I'm a little fidgety.
But yeah, I'm actually really excited for these 30 days of no takeout because it's going to be saving me calories. It's going to be saving me guilt and it's going to be saving me money. I'm so excited. And I know it's going to help with weight loss as well.
If you actually do it.
I figured my last takeout would be something that was requested, literally just last night. So
I still don't believe it was somebody else that requested that. I think that was Amberlynn on a different account. I did not speed her up. We're almost done, but we're going to speed her up because I's got stuff to do.
But yeah, I find myself doing things. I leave the house.
Good, you're doing things, leaving the house.
Upwards to 4 times a week, and I just don't vlog. I kind of wanted to.
I think that's what I've seen people request the most. Wait, what'd she say?
And I'm trying to stop sharing so much of my life.
Stop sharing. She's going to stop sharing so much of her life?
And I'm trying to figure out the fine line between, oh, I should share this versus, oh, I shouldn't.
Just do what you've always done, except don't include wifey.
How much I have left of that, but I'm done with it. Someone asked me, do I eat like this in public? No.
Well, she doesn't eat in public much lately because of the pandemic. Ooh, the sun just came out from behind a cloud.
I don't mind doing it in a video, though. You guys know me. I am done with this.
So you only ate half of your mashed potatoes.
I'm actually done with this, too.
And half of your mac and cheese. So oh my God, I'm sorry to pause on that. So you're going to throw away half the food that you just ordered, and you're going to eat baby corn instead. So you've just wasted half of the food you ordered, half of the side items, to opt for baby corn instead of saving those 2 sides for later, maybe for a snack. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot. You don't snack during the day, even though you just bought a whole bag of snack food from Trader Joe's. My bad.
Now, we get to enjoy our cookie.
Time for her dessert.
The chocolate chip cookie. I've had better.
We didn't have cookies when I worked at KFC.
It's like a 4 out of 10.
It's a pretty bad rank. It's not so good.
Okay.
Still gets it.
Try to guess how many calories this was.
180.
If I would have guessed, I would have said 160, 120.
Well, not bad. For a 1 cookie.
Not bad.
It's a lot for 1 cookie still.
Not bad. Clean up, everybody, everywhere. Clean up. Reminds me of Barney. Anyways, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video.
Not really.
30 days, no takeout. Starts tomorrow. See you then. Love you guys.
And no outro. So we will see. She's starting a food challenge of no takeout for 30 days. So that's the rest of April and then the beginning, maybe first week of May. I am so sorry. There's like some light flickery back here. It's the way the sun's coming in and the way my camera's picking it up. I'll have my office ready soon, and I'll have my ring light set up, so hopefully the lighting will be better. But I wish Amberlynn would chew with her mouth closed and not talk with food in her mouth, because I don't care to see that. And it makes it a little more difficult to edit out all of her chewing whenever she talks with her mouth full of food. Yeah, I think ordering takeout 1 to 3 times a day, I think that's crazy excessive. And I hope doing this 30 days and no takeout, I hope she's able to do it. I don't think she will be able to. I really, really don't. So I'm betting the next video will be another grocery haul, because she'll be buying groceries to try to keep herself from ordering takeout. I would maybe like to see her try to remake or make healthier possible versions of her favorite takeout food. See if she's able to do that, and then maybe that will help her curb her takeout cravings. I don't think it will. I want to see her succeed, and I'm trying to hold out that little last shred of hope, but I just don't know if she's able to. She's already set up a narrative for her to be able to quit this outpatient program by saying that they're not focusing on weight loss, which of course they're not. They're trying to focus on healing your relationship with food and the binge eating disorder, if you do indeed have a binge eating disorder, to find out what's triggering that and to get to the root of it and help you find other ways to cope, which is what the psychologist is for. And then your dietitian will be trying to help you make better food choices once that's under a little more control. And hopefully your dietitian has talked to you about maybe cutting back on the takeout a little bit. So Amberlynn's new food challenge, we will see how that goes. I personally, I would like to have faith in her, but I don't. I just don't. But that wasn't too much. Wasn't really a lot of content in that one, other than her new goal and info on how much she eats takeout. So you had more content from me telling you stories about KFC. So I hope you enjoyed that. But until next time, be safe and take care.